Hi, good morning and welcome to Oak Creek. Spring is finally here. Snow is melting, which means that the horses can have some decent turnout at last and I can have some decent riding. I can't wait. Anyway, it's just after 6 AM. I haven't even had my breakfast yet, but the horses will be wanting fed, so I'd better start the morning chores. I thought you might like to come along, meet everyone and take a look around the barn. I hope you enjoy the experience. We'd best get going. Okay, the horses have all been fed and I've mucked them all out, so I thought while they tuck into their breakfast I'd introduce you to them all. We currently just have 6 horses here with 2 more on the way, so let's go meet them. First is Krishnabi. She is a 7-year-old Shire and she's one of ours. Had her quite a few years. Next we have Shivali. She's a Belgian draft and she's actually our biggest horse, standing at 18 hands, although she's only 4, so she might still have some growing to do. She came to us just last year. We actually got her very cheap from a local farmer who was using her as a plough horse. She was lame and he just wanted her off his hands, and he realised he didn't have the expertise to care for a horse. The lameness was actually caused by her feet being very overgrown, so after a couple of visits from the farrier and some rest, she's now completely sound and she's being ridden. Although the main idea for her is to use her as a broodmare because she actually has some very nice bloodlines. And this is Caris. She's a Welsh cob and she belongs to one of our boarders. She's also in foal to my stallion Ghost. She's 5 and this will be her first and probably only foal. She was not intended for use as a broodmare, but there was an incident at our old yard, Blossom Hill, just before we moved from there. Ghost actually broke out of his paddock and got in with the mares. Luckily it resulted in just 1 foal and not more. And Caris's owner's actually been okay about it and she plans to keep the foal for her niece, and she's hoping for a filly. And our last mare is Sassafras, or Sass. She's an American quarter with no head. Oh no, there's a head. And she's only 3 years old, but she's already in foal to Rail, who is a colt that we also have here. She and Rail actually arrived at Oak Creek at the same time from the same owner. She was already in foal when they got here. The owner apparently did separate them as soon as Rail started to show an interest, but it was too late. So both Sass and Rail have been sold to new owners, so they are here as boarders. But when the foal arrives, the foal will belong to us. That was the condition of the sale. And oh, where's she gone? Oh, she's hiding. So far she seems to be coping quite well with the pregnancy, so that's good. And here is Ghost. Ghost is my own horse. He's an Andalusian stallion and he's a Cremello, as you can see, with lovely blue eyes. He's around 5 and he's a really special horse, and his name means Heart of Courage in Spanish, and we plan to keep him entire as he will be used as a stud. And last but not least, we have the monkey, Rail. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. He is the one responsible for Sass's condition, and he's a little Arab colt, very cheeky but nice natured, and he's been lightly backed and he's being brought on slowly. He and Sass were actually backed at the same time until we realised she was in foal, so her training is now on hold, but I'll be riding him a bit later after I've ridden Ghost. So now you've met everybody, I'm going to grab some breakfast myself and then I'll see you back here and we'll start the routine of turnout and riding. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I've had my breakfast. The horses should have had theirs by now, so we can make a start with the turnout and riding. So the plan this morning, I'll ride the two boys before lunch and the girls can go out and have a bit of a leg stretch. And this afternoon I will definitely ride Shivali. This isn't Shivali, by the way, this is Krishnabi. And well, I'll see how it goes. It might just be Shivali this afternoon. Normally it would have been Shivali and Krishnabi, but Krishnabi had a bit of an accident a few days ago. She had a bad fall while she was out on a hack and she's fine, but she has been on box rest for the last few days, and today's actually the first day that she's being turned out because she does seem a lot better, but I definitely won't be riding her today. Let me go and grab Shivali. She can go out for the morning. Come on then, your turn to come out. So Shivali and Krishnabi, as you can probably tell, always go out as a pair. They are very good buddies. And the same can be said for the other two mares, Sass and Caris. The boys tolerate each other over a fence, but I would not put them out together. But I'm sure you can probably say that for most stallions, to be honest. Okay, let's get Caris out. I literally mucked these guys out this morning and they've already made a mess. Come along, Caris. So I think Caris and Sass are due in and around the same time. Obviously Sass, we can't be sure because, as I said, she was in foal when she came to us, but judging by the scans and from what the vets told us, they probably will be due in and around the same time, which will be quite nice for them because they are good friends and at least they can raise their babies together. Come on. We've still got a good few months to go before the happy arrivals. Right, so that's the girls out. And now we'll get Ghost. Okay, let's grab Ghost. Out you come. Actually, I'm just going to pop him here for a moment. I will open... Oh, found a poo. Open that for Rail so he can get some fresh air if he wants to. Let me just get rid of this because I don't want to walk around holding it. Put that in there. Okay. Right. Let's have a ride on Ghost. Okay. So I will take him round to the tacking up area, which is just around the corner here. So we've got our two stalls here, kind of like wash stall, cross drying area, cross tacking up grooming area. There go, that's him there. So let me grab his saddle. Should I go for... Should I put his boots on? I'll put his boots on. Keep still, Ghost. Okay. So, Ghost was only backed last year when he turned 4. So he's still very green. Okay. And we haven't done... We've done quite a lot, schooling-wise, but we're mainly sticking to flat work at the moment. I haven't really jumped him, and I don't plan to do so until we've built a bit more of a bond, because I haven't had him all that long. Okay. Jump on. Oh, and I'd just like to point out that the reason I'm not wearing a helmet is because this happens when I put one on. Same with boots. I think it's a weird Optifine glitch that I just have to deal with, but just start warming him up a bit. You'll probably notice as well he'll start flickering in a moment. That's another little glitch. There we go. So I do apologise for that, and I hope it doesn't spoil the experience for you too much. It's better. Okay, we'll get him into trot. So the thing I've learnt with Ghost is that he likes to be kept busy when being ridden. He has to be thinking. If you leave him to his own devices, he starts to think of ways he can play you up. He's not malicious, he wouldn't hurt you, but you do need to keep him engaged all the time, and it keeps him out of trouble. So I like to do lots of circles and rein changes, and just to keep him thinking. But he's coming along quite nicely. Okay, so that was a nice session. I feel like we've achieved quite a bit today, so I'm just going to head back to wash area, give him a rinse and get him untacked. Well, get him untacked first, then give him a rinse, do it that way around. And then I shall go and fetch Rail and get him ready. So I will see you back here in just a moment. Okay, so we have Rail. Ooh, he's ready in the cross ties. Let me grab his tack. He was actually called Ralph when he first came here. Yeah, he was actually, his barn name was Ralph when he first came, but then he was sold to a friend of ours who is Italian and wanted a more Italian sounding name, but not too far from what he was used to being called, if that makes sense. So he went from Ralph to rail. Again, I'm not saying that correctly, I apologise. Okay, let's get him. So, as I said before, he has only just been backed because he is only 3 years old. So, bringing him on very, very slowly as he's still growing. We've done some light schooling, but most of the riding has just been gentle hacking just around the tracks, which is what we'll do today. Just jump side. Okay, let's go. But he's going really well, and I'm thinking potentially he'd make a really good endurance prospect because he has the typical Arab stamina, just never stops. But he seems to enjoy being ridden, it's all exciting for him, and he hasn't done anything nasty. So yeah, I think he'll go really well. So ask for some trot. Okay, so just heading back. It's a lovely ride. He was very well behaved, had a few spooky moments. Still getting used to everything, but yeah, he did really well. So I'm just going to pop him in the cross ties and get him untacked. And it's now almost lunchtime, so I will run around in just a moment and do the lunchtime routine, which is just checking that everyone's got hay and water, and I'll bring the 2 big girls in. Oh, I forgot this. I'll bring the 2 big girls in because I will be riding Chevalier this afternoon. Okay. Apple as well because he's been. Okay, let's get you back to your stable. Okay, so we'll get him back. Someone's had a wee. Right, mister. To get you some hay as well. Okay, so I'm gonna whiz round and quickly check all the stalls, and I'll get the 2 big girls in. I'll probably leave Caris and Sass out because I won't be riding them today. They are still ridden, even though they're in foal, because we've got a while to go yet, and I'm trying to keep them in light work, but they probably won't be ridden for too much longer. But I won't be riding them today, so they can stay out, but I'll see you back in a little while anyway. Okay, so I've had lunch and horses are in. Well, nearly all of them are in, but I'm going to grab Chevalier. We're going to have a ride. Come on. She's so big she kind of gets stuck in doorways. It happens a lot. Okay, so I'll just pop her in the cross ties and let me grab her It's weird. Let me grab her tack. We'll probably just have a hack today. With the two big mares, unless the weather is really bad, I generally just hack them, because the main plan for them both is to use them as brood mares, not as ridden prospects. So I just ride them really to keep them exercised, but aside from some very basic schooling, that's pretty much all I plan to do with them. Okay, mountain block. Okay. Disappearing horse glitch. Okay, so I think we'll head over towards the bridge and cross over, have a little explore over there. Okay, so apologies, I actually forgot to film the end of the ride. So we're now back in the wash stall. Calm down. Shivali has just had a bath. She's just drying off. I'm going to pop her back in her stable, and then as I don't have anything else to ride this afternoon, I will just go and chill out in the groom's area for a bit, which is something I don't get to do very often. So I shall take advantage of that, and I will join you back for evening stables. See you in a bit. Okay, so it's almost 5 o'clock. Normally between sort of 5 and 6 in the evening, I start my evening stables routine. So anyone that's out in the paddock will come in, unless it's summer, in which case some of them do live out. What's that? So I've just got the two girls to bring in, and then I'll just whiz round, check that everyone's got hay and water, which most of them should have because I did give them earlier. She's in. Okay, let's get Sass in. Oh. Okay, she had other ideas. Grab that. Okay, so she's in. She has hay and water, so she's all good for the night. Okay, let's just check on the boys. So I also close off their doors to the outside paddocks. When it gets to kind of late spring, summer, I'll leave them open because it does get quite warm, so they might wish to sleep outside. But at the moment it's still quite chilly at night, and because I'm not rugging them, it's just easier to shut them in. Oh, he's had a poop. Okay, has he got hay? Yes, he has hay. So he's all good. She's good. Okay, so that's everyone all bedded down for the night. I'll just go and poo pick the field, make sure there's hay out there, and then I'll head back to the groom's area for my dinner. Oh, okay, I need to bring some hay out here. Wait in a minute. And then I'll just have one last check before I go to bed, but other than that, we are all done. So just quickly do this field. Else. Okay, so I'm going to go and grab some hay to put out in the field. After that, I can't even talk. After that, I shall see you back just before bedtime. The last check of the night. So, see you in a bit. Okay, so it's now quite late, as you can see from this absolutely gorgeous sky. Horses are more than likely asleep, but I'm just going to quietly pop into each stable, make sure everyone has hay and water for the night and for the morning. Okay. Okay, she's got. Okay, she needs hay. Then I will head to bed myself once this is done. Okay, she needs hay. At least this way, if they wake up in the night and they're hungry or thirsty, they have what they need. I swear though, they've got these massive big beds and yet they're like, no, I'm going to sleep on the concrete. See? I swear it must be a male thing because the mares are all on their beds but the boys are just like, no, I'm going to sleep on the stone floor. Did I give him hay? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Right, well that is everyone taken care of. So I'm going to head to bed myself. Just put this hay back. Okay, let's put this away because I don't need this now until the morning. But yeah, that's that. Let's call it a night. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed looking around and meeting all the horses. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe and let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. And if you enjoyed exploring Oak Creek, you can download the map for free on my Ko-fi store. I'll pop the link in the description. I have a few maps available for download on Ko-fi on 118 and 120. All of them are free, although coffee donations are always welcome. Caffeine keeps me going. Currently, Oak Creek is only available on 120. Although if there is enough interest, I could look at making a 118 version. So drop me a comment if that's something you would be interested in. Anyway, I'll let you go. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye for now.